Welcome back to the Artefactors Union. I am your host and foreman, Douglas Scoundrels, and today we are assembling the When Pigs Fly box for the infamous keyword and the Bayou faction. Box contains 4 models, Merris LaCroix here in the center, and 3 flying piglets. These definitely alive guys on the front. That's our artwork on the back. We've got the renders. Merris being our centerpiece model, and then 3 very similar looking flying piglets. Hopefully they're easy. Let's look at the sprues. Here are sprues, one very old sprue from the early days of 2nd edition in Merris, and then the 3 flying piglets, all very similar. It looks like it's 2 wings, 3 legs, a body, and 2 headpieces, with this guy having one of the headpieces attached to the body, so he's even easier. But we're going to start with Merris, like we always do. Let's turn her upright. Like usual, we're going to head and start with the body, then do both of the legs down here, both arms, and then I believe we stack both wings on top of each other, glue the wings to her back, glue the whole thing to the rocket, and maybe we'll put the butt on the rocket first. And then we'll add it to the blasty basing stuff. Alright, let's get started. Grab that body. Here's our body, and like always, I have you just stare at it, I guess, and then we immediately go back to the sprue. Smart dog. We have right leg, right arm, left arm. Let's go in that order. Right leg, left leg, right arm, and left arm. Alright, let's combine the 2 wings. Alright, here are our wings. This is going to be our left wing, and we'll put that on first. That's going to glue into Merris's back, and then our right wing will glue on top of it, this piece going onto the back side up there. Merris back. Left wing. And our right wing. Alright, let's combine the rocket. Well, let's just get through all these pieces now. So we're going to grab the rocket, slap the bottom onto it. There's only one way it can really go on. We're looking at the piece that connects to the exhaust. So the other side of this will connect to the bottom of the rocket there. Then we'll combine these 2 pieces and then glue them onto these 2 pieces. Alright, let's go. Let's combine that rocket. Okay, here's our rocket. Now add the bottom piece. Alright. So now let's add our exhaust pieces together. And a 1 and a 2. Alright, jam the rocket on top. There we go. Alright, we're looking at the back side. We're going to just jam Merris right there on that spot. And then she'll attach just right there. And there we go. A little bit of a wiggly connection point, but as long as you got her upright, I think you're good. Let's get her on a base. Merris LaCroix is done. Hardest parts, really only the hard part was getting the wings to stick to both Merris and the rocket and keep them in place, not have her like nudge out of place or not as straight as she could be. I think it might actually be easier to glue the right wing onto the rocket and the left wing onto Merris and then connect those 2 pieces together. So that's an option for you if you think the way I did it was too flimsy. But let's go ahead and move on now, shall we? On to piggies. Okay, now as for our next boy, the flying piglets, we'll go and just start with the letter A, B, and C, or 1, 2, 3, depending on how I'm feeling like calling them. This guy will grab the body, and then we'll put on all the legs. So I know this is the back one, probably the front right leg and the front left leg. And we'll do both the wings, combine both halves of the head, and jam the head on, and we'll call them good. Here's our body. Go ahead and add that back left leg haunch thing. Alright, now that's put in. Let's figure out which leg is which. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Alright. Front left leg, front right leg. Front left leg. Front right leg. Let's look at our wings. Right wing, left wing. Just to be obvious, the connection points for the wings are these small ridges up here on top on both sides. Right wing and left wing. Now add both sides of the head. There we go. Now just jam it on the next stump and we're done. Okay, Piggy 1 done. Let's get him on a base. Flying Piglet, number 1 is done. We're gonna call him Hawk. Hardest part was getting the wings on there. It's a weird connection point, and if you don't have the angle right, they're just gonna fall off. So mimic what I've done, and if you're still having problems with them, maybe super glue, that's fine if you need to do it that way, but mine ended up sticking relatively well. Just make sure they're trimmed, and give them time to cure. Let's move on. Okay, pig number 2. Same as before, grab the body, do the back right leg this time, front right leg, front left leg. I believe this is our right wing, our left wing, and both halves of the head. So we'll start with the body and then do the legs first. Okay, body, back right leg, front right leg, turn them over, front left leg, and right leg, sorry, right wing, left wing. And again, our slots for the wings right here and right here. Right wing. And our left wing. Now combine 2 halves of the head. Once you've got your severed pig's head, unsever it onto the body. And we're done. Get him on the base. Flying Piglet number 2 is done. We're going to call this one Chop. Hardest part, again, was the wings. Just a weird connection point and a weird angle. Take your time. Make sure that they are as, in there as possible. Let them cure. It should be golden. Let's move on. Last one. Like usual, grab the body and do the back right leg. Focus. There we go. The front right leg, the front left leg, the other half of the skull, and our right wing and our left wing. Let's get to it. First the body, back right leg, and there's the front right leg. That's how you're going to set it, so you should be able to fit the head in there later when we work on it. Let's finish with the front left leg. Front left leg, all done with the legs. Now let's put the set of the head on there. And that's slid in just fine. Alright, looking at the wings, you can see the slots right there for our right wing and our left wing. And the reminder of this being our right wing and this being our left wing. Editor's note, I completely screwed up that siding, so these ones are going to be on the opposite side. Yeah, let me show you. Our real right wing. I got confused because the curve is on this one is different than the other two. The tip of the wing is up as opposed to, curving down. So apologize for that, but let's get on our left wing now. There's our left wing with it. The piggy is done. Get him on a base. Flying Piglet number 3 is done. We're going to call this one Trotters. Any guesses on what I'm going to complain? Yeah, it's the wings. Like usual. But time, love, care, you'll get it just fine. Or just super glue, one of the two. But we're all done. Let's wrap this up. And with that, we are done. We have 1 Merris LaCroix, 1, 2, 3 Flying Piglets in the When Pigs Fly's box. When Pigs Fly, my bad. Hardest part, very easily for all of them, is the wings. The wings are the hardest part to add to any of these models. And that's really it. Not a lot of difficulty. Should be pretty easy. But anyways, I have been your foreman, Douglas Scoundrels, helping you build a better Malifaux. Goodbye.